Well, my fancy folks, how are we doing tonight? It's me, it's your boy, it's your hometown hero. Yeah, that guy. Um, let's get off this retarded screen. Shit, there we go, demonetized. How do we like that? Today is a video about Hydra Clan Boss. Wow, you would say, wow. Um, I'm just gonna go over a couple pointers on what's going on right now in Raid, and then I'm gonna do a video on one of my favorite champions in the game. We'll cover it in a minute. But here's some pointers. Whenever there's an Ice Golem tournament and you have the energy and you have the time and the resources, push it. Because if I, how do I say this? I've watched a lot of other content creators like Tyraku and stuff, and Tyraku make good points about really pushing Ice Golem tournaments because that's the best way to get 6-star epic relentless gear. And that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get 6-star pieces. Pushing up to 4,202 within the first day really demoralizes people. You'll notice that if people think things that aren't going to be easy for them, they usually don't, or even if they can be competitive, they won't push for it. So just like a tip for you, do that during IG tournaments. And I'm also doing that right now for my tag tournament. I'm trying to max out as much as I can to get my resources because I do want this legendary 6-star relentless gear. And yeah, just little pointers for you, little tips, little update Rooney on the whole thing. I have, as you can see, tried. I think I pulled 2 sacreds for this event, and it's going to end in just over 4 hours. And I'm probably not going to get a double legendary, which sucks. As you guys know, I'm not really spending on the game. I did say I was never going to buy the gem pack, but I bought the gem pack and I did buy the $30 monthly pack because my lizard brain was like, let's gamble. And that's just what happened. So I often wonder, that's worth $500 or 500 points. That's not worth that much. You get 2 sacreds. Oh, here it tells you 2 sacreds, 3 voids, 18 ancients, 2,500 gems, 20 energy refills, and XP barrel. 2 XP barrels, and a feast. I don't think that's worth $100. This is just showing up here. It's gonna give me 500 points. Where would that even put me at? Whoa, I don't want that. 500 points. Put me at 927. Couldn't even get my first 5 fragments of this stupid creature. By the way, I looked at this. Look at this. There are some dipshits out there that already went 4 people in the entire world, apparently, in the entire player base of a couple 100,000 people that already got this stupid champion. Good for them, I guess, but they spent a shit ton of money to get her. Whale's gonna whale, Kraken going Kraken, man. You know, Leviathan gonna be in the Bible. Let's just open these real quick. What we got? Ooh. We got the 3 for 50 gems. I won't say no to that. And there's another purple, and I don't think I can get the trip perps. I've done this twice already, where I've gotten 2 purples, and I could get a 3rd. But I think my statistics are out. I have to look up how many purples there are actually on this screen. 1 day, 4 hours. But anyways, everything aside, let's talk. This weekend's going to be ×2 chance to get legendaries out of Sacreds. So we're going to go to Sacreds here, bada bing. We're going to go over to Summon Shards and look at the infographic. This is going to be boosted up to 12% to get legendaries out of Sacreds. Pretty good time to get legendaries. Now, also during this, we're going to have a 10 times Prince Kaimar. Prince Kaimar still one of the best champs in the game for what he does. Pardon my Pendleton and Coke. It's the only things I can have on keto. Prince Kaimar. Now, I've been lucky enough to get 2 of them. I'll show you my Prince Kaimar. This one I use for Arena. He's fast with decent accuracy. And I use him as a stripper in Arena. And he resets on a couple of my teams. And I have him in this Intimidating Presence aura. This is actually the first awakening I ever got. Was his. I saw it on the market after they gave us the free currency, and I just bought it. My other Kaimar is actually built different. Ooh. My number 2, he has no blessing. And his abilities are only booked out for his Seal of Magic because that's all I care about. He has no masteries, and he is an immunity and speed because I want him in my dungeon teams because he resets my Seer. I don't have an Elenarl, and I don't have a Zavia for Poison Explosion. I very much wish I did because I do have a Calvalax. And he's just sitting here chilling, doing nothing. And I have him in immunity and stuff and shield because I want him to go before my Seer because I was trying to use him in a Seer comp and it just wasn't working. Which is fine. But we're getting off topic here. We're derailing the conversation. So let's go. We're going to do a Hydra video. And we're going to do it on one of my favorite champions. We are going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend. He is the one. He is Varl the Scourge. Now, I had a guy comment on one of my other videos. I did make a talking error. I said I think he was in Lethal, but he is actually an Instinct. But Instinct has actually gotten a lot better. It got a buff. It ignores 20% of the enemy's defense, and speed gives 12%. I've used Varl in every level of Hydra except for Nightmare. I tried to use him in Nightmare to 1 key, but he's too squishy. And the very much MO of all my champions on my account are they don't have enough defense. The best defense you can get to mitigate damage is around 3,500 or 3,300. I never have that. I'm always sitting like mid 2k, right? And that's just where I sit at. I love Varl, though. I think he is one of the best Hydra damage dealers in the game. And it's because of this little skill right here. Increases this champion's attack by 10% each time they use an active skill. Well, it'll stack up to 100%. So if we look at the stats on my Varl, it's going to double this, right? He's going to be hitting for 9k damage when he starts hitting hard. And that's after 10 times that he uses abilities. Not his A1, but his A2 and A3, right? Active skills. Yeah. So I have him in full refresh accessories. Nice. Look at that. And this is... I like to point out that I love keeping rares that are 6-star like this. Because if I can roll a double attack on an attack, it just goes so much better. But right now I'm trying to think, how do I keep Varl alive? And he would actually need more defense. His HP is abysmal. It's 28k, but he is a damage dealer. His attack isn't even very stunning, but he builds up to his attack. The longer the fight goes on, the more damage he does. And I have him with accuracy because I actually want him to land his debuffs. He has a couple debuffs here on his A2. He has a 100% chance when booked at a 2-turn cooldown. He will place Weaken, and he will also place Decrease Attack for 2 turns on those enemies who receive a Weaken debuff. That's pretty good. His A1 attacks an enemy and heals them by 30% of the damage inflicted, right? So we're going to go look. He already has a built-in lifesteal in his A1, right? And he does it on counterattack. But I don't have any counterattack masteries or accessories. But if you just hear me out here for a second, War Master. 10% of the target champion's max HP or 4% of the target's max HP when attacking bosses, which is a lot, especially when you're talking about Hydra. He will heal to full every time when he uses his A1 on Hydra. And he's very good for clan boss because he's placing these 2 debuffs here, and these are both needed for clan boss, especially the decreased attack if you're not running an unkillable comp. Okay? And then we have this thing smacks. Let me look up on Hell Hades what the multiplier on this is. Okay, let's go hellhades.com. This poor Ayumi Love has not updated their website in forever. And let's look for my man, Varl the Scourge. I've loved this dude forever. I've sang his praises from the mountaintop. Oh, Varl the Destroyer, my bad. The Destroyer. Okay. Processing. So let's see what Hell Hades has in me. His is a 3.5. I would say Varl is a 4-star out of 5 champion. His books make him. Okay, and let's just look down at his A3. It is a 5.6 attack multiplier. That, it's godlike, is rated on here. And yeah, that's no joke. I have seen him instantly decapitate a head from half health sometimes to nothing because he's just hitting so hard. right? And he has like the head'll have decreased defense up and weaken, and he just goes ham. He is the destroyer. Whatever he hits, he destroys. They and this is another thing too. Don't go by the in-game rating on these champions. It's never right. It's never right. Like, okay, I shouldn't say it's never right, but very rarely is this right. I mean, he's amazing in Demon Lord. He's amazing in Hydra. These people are just haters because they expected a freebie champion that they weren't going to actually have to build around. And today I'm going to show you how to build around. So let's go ahead and do that. Bada bang. I didn't want to do this today. I was hoping to do it tomorrow. But we have a key, an advanced quest I need to do for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use my second Duchess. I know. We're going to do my second Duchess, my second Chris. I know, Mr. Rich Man here. Look at me. Look at my tits. My man tits. We're going to grab old Varl the Scourge, and we're going to put him in the back lot at slot 6. Because we want Duchess in the lead for the speed. We want Chris here. So he can place the decreased defense and decrease attack on when he gets hit. And now we're going to have to decide what do we actually need. So for the comps for this setup, what I've been using, you're going to want Magic Champion. So I'm going to put my number 2 Ugo out here. And what I'm thinking is, he's my damage dealer. And I usually run 2 Husks right here. Because they actually help keep the provoke up on the cleanse. And the cleansing head. Head of Decay, I think is its name. I don't have 2. Yeah, so here's my 1. Where's my 2? That is my 2. That's why. Right there. Okay. I'm not going to start this in auto. I'm going to cut out from here, guys. And we're going to go to the run. I'm going to play some music. We'll speed it up. And I'm going to do it manual, okay? You can't really trust this run to go on auto right now because we got some bad affinity matchup, but that's all right. So I'll see you guys after the run's over. Hey, we're back, and that is going to be the brutal key. Now, I know Varl kind of underperformed there, but again, let's take into consideration that we have bad affinity matchup and we had bad RNG going into this because we just kept getting the worst heads possible for this. If the fight would have gone longer, if Duchess didn't get eaten, we could have easily pumped up, I would tell you, probably 72 mil. We would definitely double this. But as soon as Duchess got eaten, and the Head of Torment stayed out, it just kind of went downhill for us. And sadly, that's just the way it goes. But this is still a 1 key, and it's with Varl. Okay? I love Varl. You can put him in anywhere. You can put him in a dungeon boss. You can put him in Doom Tower bosses. He is the boss killer, right? You can put him into clan boss, which I might even just do a run. I'm going to keep this result, by the way. And I'll actually finish out one of my quests here. Oopsie. There we go. Grab that, grab this. We used our Hydra key, wonderful. And I am going to record this clan boss run. I'm going to swap out Ninja for Varl. I'm going to let it go on hard because it's the last one I need. I have my Brutal, I have Nightmare, and I have my Ultra Nightmare. As you see, I run a different clan boss team when it comes to Spirit Affinity Ultra Nightmare because I do not want to tweak my Myth Fu team for it. So I just said fuck it and I just run it as is. That's why I keep this team still handy. Because what am I going to do with Bellinor and my Painkeeper and my Man-Eaters and stuff? Nothing. So I just kept that together. Even though Bellinor does less damage now because he has an AoE attack. Or is A3? A2? A2. A3. Either way, we're going to put it on hard. We're going to do this. I'm going to swap out. Okay, we're going to take out Ninja. And we're going to put in Mr. Varl the Destroyer. I don't know why I keep saying Varl the Scourge. I feel like he's the Scourge. Alright. And put this up here. I'm going to let this run. And we will come back after.
It's all about humanity. all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Alright, guys, and there we go. That is the clan boss run. I know it's not hard, but it is what it is, right? Damage numbers are damage numbers. Helicath, 35 million, 32 million for Underpriest Brogni, and 38 million for Varl. And you saw in there, he was A1ing for 180 to 220,000. That's what they say in the business. Pretty good. Wow, that's pretty good. Varl is very good. Now, he does a third to a half of the damage that Ninja does on this, but Ninja procs HP burn and places HP burn. So, I mean, can you really compare? Right? Ninja will do the better job, but if you are late to the game and you didn't get Ninja and you're starting to come up on a Varl the Destroyer, you know, you got to work with what you got, man. You got to make, you get lemons, you got to make lemonade. And I fully endorse Varl the Destroyer. I love the guy. I think he's pretty amazing. Collect that there. Spend all my coins on that and that. But yeah, that's it. I mean, Varl the Destroyer, I can go over his masteries here real quick. He does need books, period. If you want him to do maximum damage, give him books. And you see he is in an instinct and a broken set. If I could, I would. That's a nice piece. I would put him in a crit damage, crit rate gauntlets from Cruel. Oh, sorry. It's pretty late. It's going to be midnight here in 5 minutes. So let me just kind of scroll down here. Yeah, if I could, I would put him in a crit damage with crit rate substats. I think I have on my cold hearts. Yeah, like my best one there. Go down by 6. That'd still be enough. I actually think I took this off my Varl and put it on my Fushan for my clan boss team. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. But yeah, I mean, and then let's look at the masteries here. You want to give him the crit rate, crit damage, and then just increase his damage for higher enemy max HP, and then when the enemy's HP gets below 40%, he'll do more damage. You know, and then I think we have methodical on here, don't we? Yeah, right here. Increases his damage by 2% each time he uses his default skill, which is his A1, and it will increase it up to 10%. So you just want to really put out this damage, obviously. Sorry, I've had too many Pendleton and Cokes. I know this wasn't a great showcase for Varl, but the next Hydra rotation, which I think is going to be coming next week, hopefully we have Force and Spirit Affinity heads to start out with, and I can really show him that. I think I'm going to re-gear him, give him some more defense, give him a little bit more survivability, and he should stand out. And he should be a pretty decent competitor for the max HP champions because his damage just ramps up that way because he ends up getting 100% more damage that he puts out, you know, as the longer the fight goes on. As long as he's doing A2 and A3, he's golden. I often consider putting him in retaliation accessories just to get his A1 to hit more because he might do more damage that way, but we'll see. I have been in pretty decent stats so far. But hey, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I just want to tell you guys have a great weekend. I will be putting another video out tomorrow. I don't know about what, though. That will come to me hopefully tonight or tomorrow. My wife is having LASIK surgery, so I'm going to be driving her to the appointment. She'll be getting the surgery done. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to bring her home. And yeah, that's it. Take care of yourselves. I love you. God bless. Hey man, you're having some bad days. Don't worry. It's going to be better soon. No problem. Mwah. Goodbye.